Alright, in today's video we're trying out one of the new cards from Final Fantasy that you probably have overlooked, and it's called From Father to Son. It lets you search up a vehicle card, put it into your hand, and then, but this is the cool part, if it was cast from your graveyard, you can put it onto the battlefield instead. And we're going to do that with Snapcaster Mage, so giving it flashback, casting it from her yard. And you can put the vehicle right into play, and then we're playing a 1-up Archmage's Newt, just like a bad Snapcaster Mage. So we're comboing those with From Father to Son in order to put some scary big fat vehicles into play. So we've got things like Thunderhawk Gunship, which makes 2/2 Space Marines, and then is a big 6/6 flyer that can attack. We've got Demonic Junker, which is a removal spell. Comes in, destroys a creature, or depending on the situation, we can also get Reaver Titan or Parhelion II. These have crew 4, which isn't quite as good with the From Father to. Oh, we also have the Brotherhood Vertibird, which is like a big evasive flying beater, and its crew 2 can use Snapcaster or Newt to crew it. The other ones you can get depending on your board state, but these are better with our other card that works well with vehicles in Leonardo da Vinci here. So Leonardo da Vinci's bottom ability is 2 tap, draw a card, discard a card. If it's an artifact, you put it into play, except it's a 0/2 Thopter. So what you can do is draw, say, Parhelion II, put it into play, it's a 0/2. And then it's a 0/2 that you don't need to crew or anything because it's already a creature. And you just attack with it, and you get these 2 4/4 white angels that are attacking, and those flying, first strike, vigilance, all this nice stuff. You can also, with Leo, put into play Reaver Titan, which it becomes a 0/10 flyer, but it still has the protection from mana value 3 or less, and it still has, whenever this vehicle attacks, it deals 5 damage to each opponent. So it's a 0/2 flyer, protection from CMC 3 or less, that deals 5 damage to each opponent when it attacks. And then Leo can also put into play Bolas' Citadel, and you just get a 0/2 flying Bolas' Citadel. And you can also get a 0/2 flying Portal to Phyrexia, and it does get the ETB. So this enters, you destroy 3 opponents' creatures, then you get 1 back every turn, courtesy of its ability. So basically, Leonardo da Vinci from Father to Son with some vehicles and fatty artifacts, and then of course we've got Tinker, the main way of getting this into fatty artifacts into play in Vintage, and a Mystical Tutor to find it. Normal cards here: Force of Will, Time Walk, Recall, Swords. Playing a creature in Vintage right now. We got a Vexing Bauble and 2 Voidmere package. Leo and this combo are a little clunky. We're going to try and control and the game a little bit, make it a little longer. Something like turn 1 Voidmere, turn 2 Leonardo da Vinci is a play pattern we're going to be looking for here. I think that covers the main deck. Not a super complicated strategy. We're trying to get some fatty vehicles into play. Probably the best vehicle to grab with From Father to Son off of its main ability is something like Clown Car, which is just a 1 X spell, vehicle. But it's like 8 ticks in Magic Online. I didn't want to spend that, but it's probably the best. Probably the best vehicle you can just grab and just automatically becomes like a threat once you play it. There might be others out there. If you got other ideas for just kind of good on their own vehicles just to grab without, not from the graveyard, just to your hand. Anything besides Clown Car, that'd be interesting. Let me know down below. Lavinia. Oh, we got License Hearse. This is also a vehicle, so you can grab it with From Father to Son, and it's a graveyard hate. You exile cards from your opponent's graveyard. Another little interaction there. There's a Saga lands Ancient Tomb to power out Da Vinci, power out Voidmere, and then in 2 colorless, so you can power out a From Father to Son early with Snapcaster. Tomb giving you the 2 colorless mana you need. Yeah, and then sideboard we've got Graveyard Hate, Some extra hate for the PO decks here. On the play against things like Mono White Initiative. Our 4th Swords, and then a little bit of a pivot plan here. Our opponent is bringing in like cards that are quite good against us, like Null Rods and stuff. But Chromos Sea Shark's also bad against Null Rod. I kind of just got a little lazy here. I like Kiora a lot as a pivot plan. Sea Shark's a bad pivot plan. I just got a little lazy here. There should be like some other card here. I don't know what it is, but some other 3-mana thing that wins the game on its own, like White Plume Adventure or something. I just don't have White Plume or Seasoned Dungeoneer. Like, these are the cards you should be, you know, thinking about. I don't know. Things that can just win on their own if your opponent's trying to stop you. But yeah, I decided just to fire this off. It's a little bit of a fun league. I'm not too fussed about this being perfect. We're mostly just trying to get our main game plan here going. So we got still here. Throw a like and a subscribe. That's appreciated to grow the channel. And any comments and ideas, put them down below. And I'll see you in round 1. Okay, here we go again. Yeah, we can try this. We will give this a go. Leo, go! Leo. Leo. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Patchy. I think Patchy's fine. Lotus. Second Patchy. I think that's starting to get scary. Just think that clock might end up too quickly. Right now we just gotta find the swords. That's fine. That was nice. Let me play our Academy. Time Walk. Let's play our land. 2, 3. Put the Junker into play. Done. Destroy that guy. Yes. Okay, that's fine. They're getting a tabby. Caracas. That's fine. Get our time walk. Cast our time walk. When this vehicle attacks, attacking creatures you control gain flying until end of turn. So we attack with everybody. We go again. And we got there. Alright, not bad. We want the swords. The hearse I don't think does anything for us. A lot of shops. I'm just not super equipped to deal with shops, huh? I love this card on the play. On the draw, it just doesn't do a ton. Or it, you know, sometimes won't do a ton. I think it's better than Lavinia, though. Let's give this a whirl. So we don't have a blue land, which is annoying. But they got quite a few starts where we could we're really soft to like turn one null rod or something. But they just play like a turn. I think we gotta mull this. Okay. Keep. We just gotta get rid of the junker here. Keep our lands. Sure. Yeah, I got a Lotus again, huh? It's a wee bit of a problem. Scrawly crawly. Yeah. It's not good for us. I think we let it go. I do ideally want to Revoker. Okay. That hits our Emerald annoyingly. Sphere of Resistance. Yeah. Ugh. It's just not quite good enough, is it? I think we just die on their turn there. Yeah. Okay, that was rough. I think trying to get the Newt in is a little hard here. Alright. Let's give this a go. Probably could have had the bauble in the play. I think that was a mistake. I think that's got to be a keep. There's definitely some flaws with this plan, but so we got some choices here. we can cast our Citadel. But we already played land. We can recall ourselves. Or we can play from father to son and then snap it back. Because we have 6 mana. No, we can't because we would need double white. So I guess we just play the Citadel. Draw 2 cards, discard 1, discard guess this one. Cast. Cast. Do we want that? Yeah, I think we do. I think we just pass now. Okay. They got a Ghost Quarter. Yes. Get our other island. Beds. So we can't play anything from the top with our Void Mirror here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We aren't quite. Well, we can't play that. So you got a tomb. That's fine. Tails. One, two. Let's just play our Reaver Titan. And we scooping it up. Alright. Alright, here we go again. Oh, jeez. Our mana has not been doing us any favors. I think that's a mull. Yeah. I guess put the Academy back, given our hand here. We're just gonna try and cheese a bit here. And then top deck like a champ. We just need some action. We do have action in this deck somewhere. Not the best hand, but I think given we have lands, we could play the turn 1 Lavinia. There's, you know, no shit. This does not do anything. Yeah, okay. We need something. Alright, that's not terrible. Oh shit, don't, are they? Fair enough. Yeah. I think we just die. I think we just die. Yep. Alright, they got us. Oh, I really want to be able to sideboard. Please don't freeze. We need those Void Mirrors. Okay. Void Mirror. Void Mirror. What don't we need? I think with the 4 Void Mirrors, the Citadel gets quite a bit worse. We don't need the Hearse. Don't think this is really a Lavinia. Yes. Fine. Want the swords. I think on the play, I don't really love the forces on the play here. I think I want them on the draw. I think I just want to be able to clear our hand. We just go like that. Yep. Alright, next time we can either time walk, or if we draw a land, we can do something else. Well, that is not something we can do. Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's play our Leonardo da Vinci. Good card. We will activate our Da Vinci. Let's put the Emerald in. They have, what's it called again? Oh, shit. Probably should be taking this a bit more seriously because they've got, let's get the Thunderhawk Gunship. We are soft to a Null Rod. And they can play stuff after they get this Mox in here. We could definitely lose this game. Go a little, sure. That's fine. Okay. We got our planes. Actually, we don't want to yield through this turn. No, no, no. We want to crack our bauble. Crew 2. We're going to crit with our Astartes warrior here. So you'll see that's a Space Marine. Then we will Snapcaster Mage our Time Walk. And we got there. Now, on the draw, we want our forces. So hopefully we unfreeze here. Come on, game, you can do it. Unfreeze me. Here we go. Get rid of the Vexing Bauble. Get rid of the Lavinia. What else? The thing is, they just play a Moxen on turn 1. The Voidmere doesn't do anything, unfortunately. Voidmere on the draw is only good. They got a pretty slow start here. I think we keep it, but I don't love it. Yep. I want them to jam a turn 1 Null Rod. Sphere. Okay, now we're fucked. Alright. We needed a Force of Will to beat this hand. We did not get it. I think if they waste land here, we just concede because we're dead. Scrolling, crawling. So. Land? No! Fuck. Alright, so well. We're dead. The Voidmere is useless now. Alright. I think we can concede. I guess we should have mulliganed. That was just a really strong hand, so. Alright, here we go. We're on the play. Yes. Let's see what we get in our opener here. We are waiting on our opponent to probably reveal Lurrus here. Alright, we'll keep that. We'll hold on to our recall here. I think we'll probably fire it off in our opponent's upkeep here. Tundra. See if they want to spend a force on this. They do not. Well, that is scary. They know our hand now, but nothing we can do about that, really. Alright. Let's start with our Jet. Academy. Crypt. White. Da Vinci. It's funny. Lavinia is okay, but Leonardo da Vinci is too much. Okay. Swing for 2 here. Alright, we won't swing for 2, I misclicked. Try and play our Thunderhawk Gunship here. Would have been a lot happier if this was a blue card. I think we need to get some pressure down. Alright. Are they fawning this? Not fawning this? Pitching Spell Pierce. Okay. We're in trouble. Mm-hmm. Stock up. Red. Lurrus. Okay. Yep. Alright. Heads. Lost. Okay. Gonna thin our deck here a bit. This does not help us right now. Red, blue, draw 2 cards. Okay. White, breach, Dreadhorde Arcanus. Yeah, we gotta fight that one. No, we don't. We got a Junker. One, two. If they want to fight over this, we'll just F6. We can't do anything about it. We will play our Junker. We'll blow up the Arcanist. And then we will F6 because we can't do anything. Blue, Cameo, take 2. Gonna do a cheeky tails here. Nice. Saga. No! Yeah, oh well. Alright, that's something. Can't do anything about the Tamiya. As soon as they got a bunch of removal spells in their deck, I assume they just use one on the Leonardo da Vinci there. Blue, white, Lavinia, sure. Ooh. Take our recall here. Target ourselves. Let's. Oh, they got a response to that one. Red elemental blasts. Mental missteps. Not ideal. Blue. Red. Maybe. Let's. We would have to draw like exactly like. That mental misstep was brutal. We have to draw exactly like Portal to Phyrexia or something. I think we wait. No, we didn't get anything there. Damn, it's been a beating. We gotta jump this. Damn you, good. Flips have been nice. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. No. Oh, I forgot. I should have done this beforehand. That was really dumb. I would click through it. Are you gonna blow up my Da Vinci? We got our portal in there. It's pretty cool. Which creature do we want? We got a Void Mirror. I don't think we really need the Lavinia. Probably the Tameo. Heads. Hey, we lost. That's not ideal. That was... We got our Voidmere Thopter. What's its second ability? Number of cards in your hand. Become 1/1s. So we can do this. Blue, blue, do. Done. And then we'll attack here. And let's see what they draw. Probably Lavinia here is. Hey, we won. Nice. And we got there. That's pretty cool. Solid win against the Jeskai deck. What do we want? We're frozen now and can't sideboard, unfortunately. I want to bring in removal and some of the fatties. Alright, here we go. Take out the forces. Bring in swords. Bring in the fatties. Take out a Voidmere. Take out... I think the two Voidmeres on the draw are not amazing. I think I like this. I bring the Voidmeres back in on the play. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see if they want to keep. I guess part of it is they know we're playing Void Mirror, so they're probably playing around to some extent. We still kept in the Bauble, we still kept in the Lavinia. So we want to, I think how we sequence this one's interesting. I think we just want to go like Mox, Tundra, Kiora, maybe? Interesting. But actually, no, I think, no, because we want to be able to swords. We potentially, and we do. We want to be able to swords on turn 1. You got a Pearl. You got a Scalding Tarn. Alright, we don't have to hold up our swords now, which is good. I don't play. Cast. Cast. Let's see what they want to do with Kiora here. They just want to force it. All right. We will. What did they pitch? Force. Okay. They know we got crap. Okay. Alright, they know about the plane, so we'll play that. We're going to try and get our shark down. They don't want us to have a shark. Red Elemental Blast. Yes, that's fine. We have top decks that are good, so do they, obviously. They know we have a swords, which is annoying, so they probably have a creature they're just kind of sandbagging here. Probably buying Lurrus. Oh, I gotta stock up. That's bad for us. That is very bad for us. want to draw Tinker. Our hands face up now. They know we got a swords. Yep. We got sword snap swords, which is something. Let's see what they do. Strip mine. That's a tough break. Red Elemental Blast. Yep. Unfortunate. White. Stony Silence. Oh boy. Okay. That's a problem. Alright. Fine. Yeah, they got this one. Oh, jeez. Alright, I think we're dead here. It was a good draw though. Lurrus? Yep. I think like Tinker is kind of like the only card that can potentially like save us. Tundra is not bad though. Tundra is not bad. Next turn we can do the from father to son thing. Or we can snap swords if they play a scary creature. Red. No red. Unredding. We are unredding. Okay. That's interesting. I think we want to get Leo down first. Meltdown. Okay. Spell Pierce. Okay. And we just attack, I guess. Found something. Ponder. Sure. That's a scary one for us. We really want them to shuffle here. They did not shuffle. That's bad. Okay. Do we have any instance? So one blue here. We play Snapcaster Mage. Get from father to son. We're going to cast it from our graveyard. Then we get, what do we want? Probably the Thunderhawk Gunship. That's one of the attacks in Crew 4. Don't want that. I think it's the Thunderhawk Gunship, right? Thunderhawk Gunship feels like the right play here. Yep. Let's see what they got. I don't think we can crew it, which is annoying. Okay. We can't crew this, right? Crew 2. Cameo, sure. Blue Brainstorm. Yeah, that could get there. That Stony Silence is really good against us. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna lose this one, I think. I can't believe that. Unfortunate. They just go and grab swords now. Yeah. Oh well. We can't use the Thunderhawk Gunship because of the silence. Stony silence. Hmm. You're just gonna keep F6ing here. Been a long game, huh? Forgot about that. Forgot to make my token. That was... Can't play the portal. And we're dead. All right. I don't think... On the play, I think we can bring in Voidmere, maybe. I'm gonna restart here. Alright, so I restarted my computer. It's running slow. For some reason that reverted our sideboarding, so I kind of hastily sideboarded into like Voidmere and stuff. So we're going to try and do like a turn 1 Voidmere ideally here, turn 1 Vexing Bauble, that kind of thing, into some sort of creature's prison pieces. Well, they don't have much time either. I'm not sure why they're not playing. Three minutes is not a lot of time to win a game with a Lurrus deck. A slow Lurrus deck at that. The last game was really good though. Gone down to 1. All of our vehicles being bad against the Null Rod is rough. I'm not sure there's any vehicles that are actually good, like okay, into Null Rod effects. That seems like a kind of a big flaw with this deck. I guess they're just not finishing the match, which is fine. Feel free to skip to the next match. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. We both submitted with 61. Just saw that. Alright. Round 1 in the books. Alright, yep, that's a keep. Please draw a Force of Will. Force of Will. Okay. Mono white initiative. Yep. So we want the plains. I think we want the crypt in play, just in case. Shit. Yeah. We got swords, that guy. Now this feels silly having this in play, but here we are. We do have snap swords available next turn. Chalice on 1. That is a problem. And that's our portal, so that's a big problem as well. The Junker can blow up the Conqueror. The Citadel will let us play cards. We can't Chalice it. I don't love opening their mana up again. I think it's the gunship. I think we could tinker again. Definitely a case that we probably should have just tinkered again, but I don't know. We unlock their mana. I don't love that. And we lose our force. That's bad. Alright, well, we're 1 mana away from tinkering again. Whatever that does for us. That was bad. Can't counter that one. Force of Will. Alright. Land. Not a land. I think we gotta wait for Tinker. Alright, this is getting dicey now. For sure. Need to land. Need to land real bad. Oh shit. What is this? Oh, you got a Dungeoneer? Yeah, it's a problem. I think we're just dead. I guess our... Yeah, we can't tinker. Drawing that portal was really bad for us. And the chalice was rough too. Yeah, this is a turn too late. So we just play this and then we die. We don't have to play it, I just wanted to play it. That was terrible. I think on the draw I'm going to take out the forces and just try and lean into Voidmere. And swords. Yeah, I don't like that. We're going to put the forces back in. I'm going to try this. I think maybe we should have a second portal on the deck, at least in the 75. I should have just tinkered earlier. The second tinker we had the chance, that was my biggest regret there. I think we could have just won that game if it would have just not been stupid. That's not good enough. That is good enough. Keep. If we get, I think we just mystical for Tinker. Yep. think we... We could just tinker for like Parhelion, which I kind of like. Or we could go for a... Do we have Citadel in our deck, right? We have Bolas' Citadel in our deck. I think we just go for Citadel. Yeah, that was a brick. Okay, well, maybe we just lose now. I wish I had played the stupid land. That was dumb. Well, if they play a creature, we can Swords it, which is something. Definitely should have just played our land, though. They're thinking. Okay. Jeez. You have mana. Okay. You got a second one? Oh, fucker. Jeez. Okay. That's brutal. Jeez. Oh, it can't even... Oh, stupid Conqueror. Can't even activate it. Alright. Let's see if they block me. think I have to hold this. Do I just take it? I guess I just take it. Brutal. Brutal, 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 brutal. Brutal. Brutal Savage Wrecked. I think we have to draw. Oh, we can't even. So savage. I'm just going to do this for shits and giggles. We got our angel tokens. That's a 6/6. Yep. If they do it wrong here, if they just attack all, I think we can win. This has flying, right? So this has flying too. That blocks here. This blocks here. This blocks here. And we can take the initiative next turn and trap them. As long as they don't have a removal spell. This does lose to a removal spell, though. Yeah, can't believe we won that. Okay. The Void Mirrors are not good on the draw. Just gonna put in other stuff. give this a go. Do we just keep this on the back of swords and turn 2 gunship? I think we do. Alright, hand feels worse now. And, ooh, hand definitely feels worse. Hopefully they wasteland this. Nope, they're just gonna play a 3-drop. See, that is bad for us. For anyone keeping track at home. That null rod was brutal. Really, really brutal. Leonardo da Vinci. We're in trouble. Tinker, I think, is the only... Tinker doesn't even really help us. I don't know. No, yep, they're just dead. Yeah, that null up was really brutal. Alright. Alright, so I restarted my computer. It's running slow. For some reason that reverted our sideboarding, so I kind of hastily sideboarded into like Void Mirror and stuff. So we're going to try and do like a turn 1 Void Mirror ideally here, turn 1 Vexing Bauble, that kind of thing. into some sort of creature's prison pieces. Well, they don't have much time either. I'm not sure why they're not playing. Three minutes is not a lot of time to win a game with a Lurrus deck. A slow Lurrus deck at that. The last game was really good though. Gone down to one. All of our vehicles being bad against the Null Rod is rough. I'm not sure there's any vehicles that are actually good, like okay, into Null Rod effects. That seems like a kind of a big flaw with this deck. I guess they're just not finishing the match, which is fine. Feel free to skip to the next match. I'm just gonna sit here for a minute. We both submitted with 61. Just saw that. Alright. Round one in the books. Alright, so 2-3 finish overall. I'm not sure why this says 1-1. We did win this 2-1, but I guess because Matthias timed out game 3, it's looks like 1-1 here, I don't know. But yeah, 2-3 finish, and as you can see, we were competitive in all of the games here, everything going to round 3 there. Game 3 and those middle ones just didn't quite break our way here, so the deck was surprisingly competitive. It could definitely win games and do powerful things. It's a lot of fun, to be honest. I really like this. I really like Leonardo da Vinci. It's a really fun card. You can do so many cool things with that in some of these, big artifacts here and vehicles. The From Father to Something was a bit cute. It just wasn't that strong. I think I'm not sure how to. I think this part of the deck was a bit weak. I think there's definitely things to do here. Like the best thing we could get was Thunderhawk Gunship sometime, and which was just bad. Because the other like vehicles you really need to have them crewed. So like, I don't know. Maybe one idea is just to have like a lot more creatures in the deck. Just play like have just creatures in play that can crew things. Like maybe that's the idea. The Snapcaster gives you 2 power. You only really need like one other creature in play that can crew stuff. But the crew getting hit by no rod effects is pretty brutal. It's probably just not powerful enough, to be honest, this interaction here. It is fun though. I really enjoyed it, but I think Leonardo da Vinci is powerful enough. Especially with cards like Bolas' Citadel and Portal to Phyrexia, Parhelion II. Like this does a very powerful thing. Yeah, no, that was fun. Any ideas for, how to improve this deck and whatnot, put them down below and make sure to like and subscribe. Alright, thanks.